people don't really care. Like, I know that sounds bad, but people don't. Like, do you? If you want to go to school and you don't want to get ready and you want to just go in and like do your thing, don't talk to anyone, just don't. Like, you owe nothing to anyone, even if it feels like it. Like, do what makes you feel better, because I know that like there's those times in your life where your mental health is just not it. And putting on that persona and like forcing it hurts you more. So I know that like it's easier said than done, but definitely just focus on yourself and be like, you know what? I don't really care what anyone sees. I don't care what people think. Like, this is the best for me. So just walk around, like, be yourself. That's all I can really say is be yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second episode of Unbasic. We have a banger episode for you guys today. But before we get started into the whole podcast, I want to clear some things up real quick. Number one being, this podcast is labeled under comedy. Okay? It's labeled under comedy. And then also, it is also labeled under entrepreneurship and business, just because we're out here doing what we love and we're all entrepreneurs are, right? Ha. But that being said, everything I say on here is going to be taken seriously, and it can also be taken as a joke. But I don't mean to offend any one of you. I don't mean to cause any drama. We're just here to have a good time, talk about whatever. If you guys have an issue with anything, the channel is small enough. Each one of you probably personally know me. Literally, shoot me a text. Come talk to me. If you have beef or whatever, we could get it figured out. I'm not here to cause drama. I'm just here to have a good time, and I love each and every one of you. If you clicked on this video, I love you, right? Everyone's just trying to support each other here. So if I offended you in any way, or if you have any kind of drama, just to clear this up, we don't intend to hurt any feelings. So there's my disclaimer for the day. Also, buy the merch. We are trying to upgrade the set sometime soon. We're trying to get Jason as a host. So if you're interested in having Jace as a host, I suggest you go to unbasic.shop right now. And we are going to get it even more pumped up for you. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a great guest today. Man, I am excited. If you guys can bring on BAYLEE Lewis. Yeah, come on up. First clap.
Okay. Clap for me.
Yeah.
Wait. I look so silly. Okay.
I think you look good with the headphones on.
Thank you. Okay, I have
You're welcome. Yeah, make sure to talk into the mic. Sorry, it's probably a little bit uncomfortable.
No, it's okay. I'm having a great time.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Cool. How are you doing?
I'm doing really great. How are you?
I'm chilling. I'm doing fine.
You're chilling?
Yeah.
I was going to say that too, but...
Today was a little bit like different though for me.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know if I was like tired or like...
Honestly, I was really tired today too.
I felt like today was just like an off day. It was like a weird Wednesday.
I was at work and I literally felt like I was there for like a lot longer than I was. So I felt that.
Like, those are actually the worst days, though.
I know. When it feels like it's never going to end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They literally just go on forever.
I felt.
Okay, so first thing I want to get into is I know you didn't drop out of Snowflake High School, but you switched to online school. I don't know. I think a lot of people know this. Some people might be wondering where you went. I know I was wondering where you went for a while.
So I didn't die.
That's good. That's good.
So yeah, I switched to online, kind of just focusing on my mental health and like working hard and like getting where I want to be in my future.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm saving up money, working hard in school, and just kind of living, and
yeah, that's sick.
It just happened that I didn't want to go to Snowflake no more. Nothing to do with nobody. I just,
Yeah, I feel. But, so question though. So is there a certain place or is there a certain path of like your future you're trying to get to that like why you switched to online school, or are you thinking of going to college, or
so
if you don't mind talking about it?
No, yeah. So I have like a few different like careers that I kind of want to go into, but lately I want to do something with like interior design.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, so I'm trying to save up money so that I can move to the Valley, kind of go to college there. I'm not really sure like all the details, but I definitely want to move to the Valley and be able to like start by myself, if that makes sense. Like I want to like grow up and like get life figured out. But yeah, I definitely want to do something with interior design or like child psychology. I've been talking about that for a while. Just like one of those two things. So right now I just want to save money, and that's why I've been working so hard, and that's why online was a better option for me, because I want to be able to have, you know, the opportunities to be able to do that.
Yeah, 100%. So do you work like all day and then like to schooling at night?
Yeah, so I work 9:30 to 5:30 every day except for Tuesdays. And so I come home and then I probably go hang out with friends. And then once I get home, my curfew is usually pretty early. So when I get home, I just do work until I get tired. And then it actually adds up so fast too, because you don't understand how much work you're actually doing when it's online because you're at your own pace. So yeah.
That's cool. Does it take away from like your social life at all, do you feel like?
Honestly, no. I feel like my social life is a lot more now. Like I feel like I have more time and obviously more money. Like if I want to go on like a trip, like, you know, and I like that you can take a week off and still be caught up with school and like not have to be worried about like that.
That's sick. That's sick.
Yeah.
So just out of curiosity, is there like a certain situation that happened where you were just like, okay, no, I'm not going to high school anymore. I'm just going to switch to online? Or is it something you kind of like were thinking about prior and you just kind of always wanted to kind of make that switch?
So I'm not even going to lie about it. I went through a really hard time with like mental health, and I was just like not myself, and like I didn't like who I was becoming, and I would go to school and like cry. Like who does that? Like who cries at school?
I can name a few.
Okay, but I don't want to be that person. And so I decided that like maybe because we ever had classes together?
We had business together.
Okay, so I'm like a very loud person, you know, like I'm out there, like I like to have fun, and like honestly, it got too much for me. Like, not that I had to, like, put on, like, this, like, persona, because I obviously didn't. Like, nobody cared. But, like, to me, I cared. Yeah. So, like, it was just, like, all of that, like, trying to pretend like everything was okay all the time just really messed with my head. And then there's obviously other situations going on. And I just kind of decided, like, it was such a... what is it? Spree of the moment?
Spur of the moment?
Spur of the moment.
Yeah,
I think you're right. I think I'm dumb, but maybe I should go back to school. But no, I think that I definitely, it was just like out of nowhere. I was like, you know what? This is what's going to be good for me. I got offered a job at Purgatory, and I was just like, you know what? Everything's falling into place. This is what I should be doing. And then it all worked out really good. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's sick. Right there, ladies and gentlemen, that is an example of, even though times suck and times are hard, there's decisions that we can make.
Yeah, you got to keep going. Work harder. Like,
work harder. That's what I'm saying.
Focus on yourself. Like, you know, like live it up. I don't know. We're so young. Like, let's just like not care about all of the extra stuff, you know?
Yeah. 100%. I feel that. So kind of going along with the whole entire, you felt like you didn't kind of have to put on like a persona when you went to school or whatnot. I kind of, because I know there's a lot of people who go to school and like aren't happy and do put that persona on every day. Do you happen to have like any advice for people who like actually deal with that from their day-to-day basis, but maybe it's not in their power to like switch to online school, you know?
No, I get that. I was doing that last year. Like, that's who I am. So if, like, that's what you do, all I can really say is that people, even though we feel like it, like, I know, do you ever feel like people are just always, like, focused on you, even if they're not? Like, you feel like everyone's, like, like, people don't really care. Like, I know that sounds bad, but people don't. Like, do you? If you want to go to school and you don't want to get ready and you want to just go in and like do your thing, don't talk to anyone, just don't. Like, you owe nothing to anyone, even if it feels like it. Like, do what makes you feel better, because I know that like there's those times in your life where your mental health is just not it. and putting on that persona and like forcing it hurts you more. So I know that like it's easier said than done, but definitely just focus on yourself and be like, you know what? I don't really care what anyone sees. I don't care what people think. Like, this is the best for me. So just walk around, like, be yourself. That's all I can really say is be yourself.
That's awesome. I totally agree. I kind of relate to that. So like for me, I wake up at like 6 a.m. So I have to be at Madrigals at it's like 6:45. I think so. I have 0 hour, right?
Yeah.
This is where I am most thankful for lunch because I am not a morning person at all. 100% a night person.
I
felt. So I would wake up and I'm like, wow, I don't want to get ready. No part of me wants to get ready. But I come home for lunch because I don't live too far from school or whatever. So 90% of the time I wear sweatpants and a hoodie to the first 3 hours of school. I go home at lunch and then I'll like shave, do my hair, and put actual clothes on.
Okay, but that's commitment. Like that's like
I know I change outfits maybe like three times a day is bad on the laundry. I won't lie. No. But yeah, like my first 3 hours, I say nothing. AirPods are in.
Yeah.
I'm just chilling for the first 3 hours.
And do you have a good time doing it?
Yeah, I'd say I have a great time doing it. I'm just kind of there.
No, that is commitment. Like once I'm in an outfit, I'm like, okay, the end. Like nothing else.
Oh, that's funny.
No, I love that though.
Yeah. But so how can we kind of relate this to, I want to relate this to social media in a way, because I know there's so many people and it's kind of just how social media is, you know, people are going to put the best things of their life out on their Instagram page. Yeah.
Make it look like everything's perfect. I get that. Yeah.
100%. So what I kind of want to talk about is, let's see, how do we put this into words? Because I know there's a lot of people who take offense to a lot of things that people put out there on like their social media, or they fall into a trap of like, my life isn't as good as this person's.
Oh, for sure. Like comparison.
Yeah. Yes. People are very compare-y.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I probably wouldn't have started comparing, but I see what you're saying.
I couldn't think of the word.
No, that was a perfect word. I'm going to start using it.
Very compare-y. People are very compare-y.
But no, I totally agree. I know that I have definitely done that, like seeing people and be like, oh my gosh, their life is so perfect. Like, I wish I was like that. Like, they look so put together. But I think that what everyone needs to understand, especially in this time, is that is all what they'll let you see. You don't see what happened after that picture, or like, you know what I mean? Like, and I think that it's a really hard thing because we all do it. And I think we all compare and we all, like, I don't know. Is jealousy the right word? I feel like.
I think it could be.
Yeah.
I think it could be the right word.
I don't know. I think that it's so hard to like not do that, not compare, not be jealous, because at the end of the day, that's what we see. And even with like Facebook, even with like TikTok or something, like, I don't know. I definitely do it. I just think that like, I don't know. That's such a hard.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to almost like comprehend and also try to solve. You know what I'm saying? It's a hard habit to get out of when like you're scrolling and you just kind of see other people and you're like,
yeah, I feel like it's
that, you know?
Yeah, and it sucks that there's like these young like pretty people that feel so insecure because of social media and because of all of these things which all of these like Instagram models and stuff like that, like, it's not real. And we compare ourselves to that because that's what we see. And then we try to be like not real, like, you know? And I don't know. It's kind of scary to me. Like, it's kind of scary how people can because nowadays you can change your whole face if you wanted to with just an app, you know?
Yes, 100%. Well, it's crazy, but I think the biggest thing here is to not be like afraid to put your real self out there. And obviously, if you don't feel comfortable, then you don't have to. But I would just like be cautious of people who were the only thing they put out there is like the best part of their life,
Yeah.
which isn't a bad thing though, because
No.
I know so many like Instagram pages and like Facebook pages, like they only post like good things that happen.
Yeah.
Like they just like post events, I guess.
No,
more
yeah.
like, you know
And
what I'm
I
saying?
think that definitely like posting more real things is really like, it sounds like a great idea, but I feel like nobody wants to. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like I'm not gonna lie. Like I look through all my pictures. I'm like, no, I don't like any of them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
But I don't know. I think, you know what, Marcus? I think we should post the realest thing in our camera roll tonight.
The realest thing?
Yeah. What do you think?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
You said maybe. You're preaching all this stuff, and then you say maybe. I'll do if you do it.
I mean, all right.
'Kay.
Maybe after this we'll
Yeah, maybe
we'll
after
go through it.
this.
I don't
Go
know.
check our
What do
Instagram
I have
pages,
real-
like-
what's real?
I don't know. I don't take real. What? Can you describe real to me?
Real is something that is taught in English class. Realism. Just kidding.
Wait, what?
No. Reality is something that is,
Mm-hmm.
even if we don't believe it to be.
That was actually so inspirational. Like, my.
Well, it's hard though. That's a hard thing to comprehend, actually.
Yeah.
But I guess also I just kind of just to clarify and kind of end off this topic though. I want to make sure that even though it seems like you don't have the best life because you're seeing a lot of other people's social media pages or whatever, understand that most of it's, like you said, isn't entirely. A lot of it's just like set up and it's played.
And to add to that,
Don't compare your life to other people's Instagram pages.
Yeah,
Just
like-
don't do that.
like,
It's
know
hard sometimes, but-
how great you are, and no matter what, like, be proud of yourself. Like, look how far you've come, no matter what you've been through. Like, be proud of yourself. Who cares about what that girl's posting on Instagram or what that guy's posting? Like, do you?
Yes, let's go. That's great. But upon that, I want to talk about something though too that I guess kind of aligns with social media. Just real quick, I think it's insane now, just because in 2020 especially, just with all like the politics and things that are going on. But it's crazy now. It's crazy because now everyone has a voice. You know, instead of like before the whole like social media was a thing, a lot of it was just people either were like writing letters or no one knew what people from California even had to say. Now we have social media where it's like I can see what anybody from California is saying on Twitter right now. You know,
I don't like it, honestly. I don't.
It's scary.
It's scary, and it's like a lot. Like, it's a lot to process. Like, it's like I read some things and I'm just like, what in the world? Like, I don't need to know.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it's like everyone has a voice now, and
Even
Betty
if they don't
from-
need that voice right in that moment, like
exactly the
Something's
crazy
going to
cat lady
relate.
from New Jersey. She never said anything about politics before, but now she's on Twitter and she's going off about something, you know, and you're just
Yeah.
like, whoa,
'Cause
why am I seeing
even
this?
people that don't have any idea are just moving their thumbs. Like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's
chill.
crazy. But also, I think a lot of people do like send out their emotions through social media a
Which
lot.
could be a good thing.
I think I kind of do that. I kind
Yeah.
of vent off. I'll post a song on my Instagram story and be like, like this is
Music
how I feel
is a
right
whole
now, guys.
nother thing.
This is how
I do
feel
that
right
too,
now, guys.
you know? At least everyone knows how you feel, Marcus.
I guess, but I also feel like no one actually cares. That's just me venting.
I care.
Even though no one
Don't
really cares.
even.
All right, what's one song I put on my Instagram story today?
You put on Wasted today.
Ooh, all right, someone paid attention. That's a good song. MKTO.
I know, I saw it and I was like, I love that song.
I was like listening to old music.
Mm-hmm.
I say old. It's like what, 2012? Literally old, like 2010, 2012, like pop.
The best.
Yeah. That's
All
like
2000s music,
nostalgic.
though.
That was
Until
nostalgic.
like 2017. Nah, 2018. Then
Yeah,
I
like
was like,
2018 when like the rap started
Yeah.
coming on. Like,
don't even get me started on rap. I cannot. For the life of me, my friends hate me. For the life of me, I cannot listen to rap. Country is where it's at. Or like early 2000s.
yeah,
I can't listen to rap. It makes my head hurt.
I feel that.
Am I going to get attacked for saying that?
No.
No. Oh, well.
Oh, well.
You win some, you lose some, right?
Yeah, you win some, you lose some. Oh, that's funny. Okay. And kind of jumping back to the whole entire not being at school, it's probably less drama, right?
Yes, I don't hear about, like, any drama. Like, when I hear, like, from my friends and they talk about it, I'm like, who? Like, I don't really have drama, which is so good for me. Like,
that's crazy. That's sick, though. But the reason I brought this up, and I know everyone was waiting for this. This topic has been requested.
Oh, I'm scared.
Before I get into that, Carson, you want to prop that
Yeah,
light
I just
up?
saw that.
You want to prop that light up for me?
Did you not get over?
Carson Gerber, everybody, walks in front of the camera to fix everything. Let's go.
Yay! Okay. Okay.
Okay.
You make me nervous. What is this?
Okay. So many people have asked me. Everyone
Don't look
wants.
at me like that.
Everyone wants. What's up, bro? You're throwing me off today.
Okay, everyone wants.
No. Anyways.
Okay.
Everyone wanted the small town girls side of the story from what me and Jace talked about last episode.
Okay.
You watched it?
Yeah,
right?
I did.
Okay.
You guys seemed very confused.
I think we are confused, but I also feel like we didn't really clarify ourselves enough.
Yeah.
So let me clarify.
Okay.
So here's the thing. A lot of girls asked me this after the episode as well. They were like, why can't guys be okay with just being friends?
I agree.
Right? So many girls had this question.
Uh-huh.
And it's not this way for everybody, but this is, for me personally, the way I think it is, and this is obviously circumstantial. Here's the thing for me. If a girl shows interest in you, as in like interest to be more than friends, and then all of a sudden doesn't show interest, then that's when the guy kind of
like gets confused.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I totally get that. I think for girls, or it's hard to talk for all girls, because I was talking to some of my guy friends about like what, because I knew this was going to come up, and I was talking about what kind of guys they were thinking, but I guess I'm a confusing girl, so I'm going to try to lay it all out there. I think that girls, like if they show interest at first, and then they slowly are like, that means that they just want to be friends, or that they're playing hard to get. And it's really hard to know the difference. And I understand the confusion with that. But for me, I'm kind of like, I think that a lot of girls flirt without trying to flirt. And I know I do it. And I think that sometimes once we feel the guy's like into us and we're like, oh crap, we were just like trying to be cool with them, then we try to pull away, and then it makes the guy even more intrigued. You know what I'm saying?
I do get what you're saying.
So like, I don't know. It's a really hard question, because I think it depends on the relationship, and like if you guys were friends before, or if you're just like sliding the DMs, like, you know, like I think it definitely like depends, but I don't know.
Yeah. So, but to take this a step further, I'm going to give us a bigger scenario.
Okay.
So, because like from my point of view, this is kind of how it was, or this is kind of how it is for a lot of guys. So they start talking to a girl. She shows interest romantically, and so does he. Right? They both start showing effort into each other, but then the girl doesn't quite show effort back because, one, a lot of times they do play hard to get, or they like to play things safe, right?
Yeah,
is
for sure.
Is that a girl thing to do?
For sure.
Okay,
yeah.
That's what I figured. So that's when the guy starts showing more effort, and he starts showing effort and effort. A lot of people will refer it to simping.
Okay. And with
we like simps though.
is that the end of the scenario? Or
No.
Oh, okay, sorry. My bad.
Anyways, so the guy starts showing more effort and effort, but the girl isn't acknowledging his effort. For me, that's when things go bad, is when girls just, they don't acknowledge the effort he's making into
And it makes a boy all sad.
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
You know, and that's probably what hurts the most. And I think this is kind of where me and Jace were kind of coming from, because it's not the fact that we don't mind being friends with girls, but it's like, don't show interest, and then when we start putting effort, you back off because of the effort that we put in.
Yeah. No, I totally see where you're coming from. You're kind of making me understand how girls are so confusing.
Mm-hmm.
But I do that. Like, I definitely...
Every girl does, let's be honest.
There might be a few people watching this like, oh, she did that to me. But anyways.
Probably every guy out there, man.
What is that supposed to mean? No, but I think that, honestly, like I said, it could go both ways. I think that either the girl, once that guy put in too much effort, kind of scared her, or they're like, you know what, like, I know for a lot of people, it could be like past relationships. They're scared to get into a relationship, especially in high school, because feelings are so real and you like don't know how to experience them when you're experiencing them. Like, you don't know how to take them.
Uh-huh.
And I think that that's when girls get the most scared, is that when it starts developing and gets bigger and stronger, they kind of run away. And that's what I do. And I think that it just is the age right now, honestly, of girls. Like, I think... Like, I don't know. There's definitely people, like, girls out there that want, like, a real relationship. But I feel like guys are so ready for relationships. And some girls just aren't. Like, they just want to have fun. Like, they want to, like, hang out with you. But, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I totally know what you mean. But, like, here's the thing, though. It's like, guys don't get the same attention that girls do.
Oh, for sure. I know that.
Yeah. And so that's why when a girl shows the little bit of interest, or they say the slightest things, even though they mean it as friends, guys never receive stuff like that. So when they do, that's when they start to get attached.
Okay, girls, we need to stop breaking these guys' hearts. Like, this is sad. Like, I feel bad.
But, like, at the same time, it's not like we don't want them to, like, to talk to us. It's just, it's so confusing and it's so hard. But I think the biggest thing is communication. Even like, and I'm not talking about like you guys are dating, so you need to communicate. I'm talking about like explaining
like,
why you're
what
like
you want.
If you're like not going to be interested in the guy anymore, then like explain to him why.
Don't lead people on. I get that.
Yeah, but
I think that girls do it without meaning to, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, like, it makes a lot of sense as you're sitting here and explaining it to me. I don't know. Like, I don't know. This town's very confusing too. Like, when I lived in the valley, like, you were either dating someone or like nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everyone here is like dating each other. I'm like, who's dating who? I'm like, I'm confused.
Yeah, everyone just kind of takes turns.
Yeah, they just, date for a few months and they're like, oh, peace out. Like, it confuses me.
Ooh.
No, but
That's funny.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that it's hard because girls are very confusing, but we're very easy to understand at the same time. Like, if you just if we're into you, then we're going to put the same effort forth. And if we're not, like, for me, I explain, like, if I'm not into it, I explain why I'm not into it, or if I need time. Like, I know that's a lot. Didn't you guys say that on the last episode? People say that they need time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's
people
like...
do need that.
I know. And girls need more time than boys. Like, I feel like boys are so, like, ready to go to the next, to the next, to the next.
Well,
but
I wouldn't say, like, to the next, to the next, to the next. But boys are very forgiving. I feel like that's the difference when it comes to needing time or whatever.
Okay, but I have a question about that.
What's up?
So, like, let's say you get your heart broken, right? Okay. How long does it take for you to get over it? Like, honestly.
I think it depends.
Okay, your last heartbreak. Okay, you're looking at each other, so was it a long time?
Yeah.
See, that's not bad.
Kind of.
Okay, how...
My situation is a little bit more confusing than the average guy.
I felt.
I don't want to get into it.
You don't have to get into it. That's okay. I don't want you crying
But-
on your own show.
I don't cry.
I'm just kidding.
I
You
wish
don't
I
cry?
cried. I feel like I'd be.
Have you never cried before? Oh,
No, I definitely cried.
no, I
before.
know, but like over a girl, have you ever cried?
Yeah, over a girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 100%.
I was about to be like,
I've
oh,
cried when I've gotten like friend zoned before.
really?
Yeah.
Does it
I
hurt?
feel like a lot of guys do though.
Does it hurt when you get friend zoned?
Oh, it's a different kind of hurt. It is
Really?
a different kind of hurt. Yeah. Like my
That's
example
so
that I
bad.
literally just said, I
Uh-huh.
think me and Jace talked about this before, but yeah, when you start putting effort in and then suddenly she just kind of like shuts you down, puts you in the brother zone or the friend zone, and then it's like all gone, it's a different kind of hurt.
That is so sad to me.
Well, it's hard because you feel like you had so much potential. A guy builds up so much potential that the relationship could have had, and he pictures all of the effort that he could have put in for all the cute things he could have done for her, and then when it's gone and you're just kind of at the friend zone and you never really talk to each other again.
So like,
Ouch. Feels bad.
I get that, and that sounds terrible. Like, I think that's, but why don't you like keep like trying? Because for me, it takes a lot of time for me to like actually be interested in someone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could be interested, but I cannot get to that level for like a long period of time. And I feel like a lot of girls are like that. Like, guys fall a lot faster than girls do, I think.
Yeah, I think that's just the way they're built. In all honesty, that's just how
You guys are like emotional, but won't like say it. Like, I feel like you guys get hurt so easily.
That's actually so true.
Yeah, I know.
But
I've
the thing is,
experienced
like,
it. I'm
guys-
like, you
guys-
cry? What?
Guys won't show it.
Some do.
I never show it.
Some do.
Some do.
I've experienced a few.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like,
But that breaks me even worse.
They'll show it to you. They'll show it to you. But I don't. I wouldn't show it in like a public.
Yeah. No, that
Setting,
makes sense.
you
Yeah.
know?
I don't know.
In my
Have you ever
opinion.
cried in front of a girl?
Depends. Yes,
Oh, that's so cute.
I think so.
Have you ever cried in front of a girl? Your mom?
Yo, true. I cried in front of my mom. Have you cried in front of your mom?
I cried in front of my mom like
Everyone's
this
cried in front
morning,
of their
so
mom.
that's cool.
This morning?
No, I'm just
Shoot.
playing. But I do cry a lot. Let's not talk about it.
Oh, that's funny. But I don't know. I mean, every situation is different. But
Yeah, for
I definitely
sure.
agree. I think both sides of the coin could do better
Yeah.
with being just talking to each other.
I know
in
that
all
you made
honesty.
me realize that I should probably be nicer to boys. I'm not mean.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
did I
not
do?
mean, but I mean like be like more like let them know how I'm feeling.
Yes.
I have a
Yes.
feeling a few of them are going to be
Yes.
watching this and be like, "Yes, please." Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I think girls do have a hard time with that.
Yeah, it's
and
hard.
a lot of them do admit it, and I don't think we can say I don't think it's our place to get mad at them for that.
No, and I understand the frustration for sure.
And it can be very frustrating.
Yeah.
And I am at fault for that.
Yeah.
I literally won't lie. I for me, sometimes I can be very blunt
Mm.
with what I feel is needed and what I want or whatever.
And that's good, but
Yeah.
it sucks too sometimes.
hmm
Like-
Because sometimes, like you said, sometimes girls aren't ready.
Yeah, and some girls just don't understand that. And
Yeah.
some girls like really don't mean to. And so when like they actually hurt a boy's feelings, at least for me, like it breaks my heart just as much. Like I didn't mean to, you know? I think that boys are really hard on girls. Like when they like them and then the girl's like, wait, I thought we were just like chill. Like it really hurts the girl too. And I feel like boys just think that we're trying to be like malicious and like be like, no, bye. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think a lot of boys are just very upfront with their emotions
Oh, for
too.
sure,
like
yeah.
they know what they want when they want it.
Yeah. And that's a good thing.
And girls are very, very indecisive.
And I don't know if like everything I just said is what other girls feel too. I'm just talking for like what I think.
Yeah,
But
that makes sense, and that's the most you can get, most you can do.
yeah,
'Cause
so
obviously-
sorry if I like didn't talk good for you girls.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I think you gave a pretty good answer though.
Okay,
But
cool.
but yeah, I definitely.
But you're also a boy, so
but I'm also a guy. Yeah, but I definitely would agree. It's just I don't know. We just need to talk more. I think.
communication.
Just
Tell
all
them
about
how you feel.
talking.
Be blunt.
Yeah.
Even if you're scared, be blunt.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Okay.
I think we covered that topic enough. Okay. You wanted to spice things up a little bit and have some heated conversation about pet peeves.
Yes. What are your biggest pet peeves, Marcus?
My biggest pet peeve is when people are driving and they don't turn on their blinker and they turn.
Okay, yes. You want to hear
Or they get mad if you like turn in front of them when you had like, or no, if they're like going to turn, but you have like the straightaway and you like keep going straight and they get mad at you because you didn't let them turn.
Literally yesterday, that happened to me at Walmart. Okay, so you know like
Walmart, it's the worst.
Yeah, you know at like Subway? So when you can come like from back here and like go to Walmart, right? You know what I'm talking about? Okay, so there's this very kind lady. I'm sure she's very kind. And she was like at the stop sign. And I was going straight because I came from like, I don't have a stop sign. I don't have a stop, like nothing, right? I was going straight and she pulls out right in front of me. And I like slammed on my brakes. I was this close from her. I literally could have hit her. And because I didn't see her coming, she saw me. Like, because I didn't have a stop. So scary. Like, why are people like that? Like, you look to your left. Like, I was right there.
I know. That's why I always say, like, if I ever die, it's going to be from...
Dumb drivers?
Yeah.
Have you ever been a dumb driver, though?
No.
Really?
I don't think so. To me, I won't lie. I actually think I'm a very, very good driver, actually.
Good for you.
And maybe it's just because I've had a lot of practice. But I consider myself a very safe, good, responsible driver.
I won't lie. Sometimes I'm listening to some Eminem, and I'm all, like, jamming.
Yeah.
That's the only rap I'll listen to is Eminem, obviously. Don't even get me started, because I know you don't like Eminem.
It's not that I don't like him.
Okay. Anyways, when I'm jamming out, sometimes I don't pay attention as much as I should. But I don't think I've ever almost caused a wreck, so that's good.
That's good. Yeah, no, I get that. Sometimes you just gotta jam out. That's with me, with my music, when I'm just like, or like playing drums on the steering wheel.
Then you're just like, do you ever forget you're driving?
Music's a vibe.
Like, do you ever like space out? Like, you're still driving good. Like, you're still like knowing exactly where you're going, but you space out.
Yeah.
I do that so much. I forget I exist sometimes. I saw that on Instagram. I was like, dang, if this isn't me. Like,
sometimes I forget I exist when I'm just driving.
Yeah, because you.
Well, a lot of people do actually use it as like an escape from reality. I see that all the time, actually, when like guys are like, yeah, I'll just go on drives. Just
when I was really sad, that's all I did. It was a good time. Do you listen to. Wait, this is a very important question. Do you listen to sad music or happy music when you're sad?
Depends on the level of sadness. Or, no, it depends on the situation. If I feel like there's a situation that connects to a sad song that I like a lot, then obviously I'm gonna play that. But if I just feel like sad, or I just feel down, I'm just like meh that day.
Like meh.
Like meh.
Okay.
then I'll turn on happy music. But if like a certain thing happened to me that relates to a song that I can like sing really well,
that makes sense to me. I only listen to happy music, and then when I'm happy, I listen to sad music.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you have to change up the moods, you know? Balance it out.
So when you're happy, you got... I guess that makes sense. I could kind of see where you're coming from.
Yeah, it just depends.
That's interesting, actually.
Yeah. What are we talking about? Pet peeves?
Pet peeves.
Okay.
You have to give me one now because I give you mine. It's bad drivers.
Honestly... Don't come at me, but my biggest pet peeve is like when people are mean just to be mean. Like, I know that sounds dumb, but you know, like those people that just walk around and be mean to people for no reason?
Yeah.
That is so, like, that hurts my heart for one, and it makes me so angry. Like, you want to see me and I'll be mean. Like,
or like they feel it's like their job to kind of be like, to put people in their place.
Or be like the mood killer. Like, if we're all having a good time and that one person like walks in and they're like, you know that it's not going to be fun no more. So your vibe is already killed.
That's funny. But kind of going along with that though, one of my biggest pet peeves is when people talk bad about someone, but like as soon as something bad gets said about them, they get butthurt.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that, definitely.
I don't know. I kind of thought about it. I was like, wonder if I should just like start calling people out on the podcast. No, I'm just kidding. Just
start exposing people?
Just start exposing people because then...
like the mean people? So that you could be like...
I don't know. I'm not gonna say everyone's just soft. Like that, they're not.
Yeah,
but like some people, I'm like,
this is fun. Like, let's just have fun with it.
that's
you
what
know?
I say. Like, the podcast is labeled under comedy. Subscribe, follow, like, let's go. But yeah, no. When people talk bad about someone or make fun of somebody, but like they can't take it themselves, that might be actually my biggest pet peeve.
No, I totally agree with that. Like, if you're gonna talk it, at least be able to take it. Like,
exactly.
Going along with that, like, when I hate when people judge people, like,
yeah,
because I am not saying anything, but like a lot of people judge around here, and I think it's just how it happens, like whether it's how you're raised or whatever it is. Like, I feel like some people just look at people like they're just below them in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's just so terrible.
Yeah.
Like, I think everyone like judges like without even noticing, you know, like, because that's just human nature. But like, I try really, really hard to, like, no matter what people say about you, like, I try to get my own opinion on you, like by talking to you or hanging out with you, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, get your own opinion before you start like disliking someone, you know?
Exactly, 100%.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves, is when people just like expect that they know exactly who you are just by what other people say.
Mm-hmm. So something, because I always used to think that I had a hard time like trusting people. I always bought into that whole perspective of like I don't trust anyone.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I put my full trust into every single person I meet, but like, and this kind of goes along with like, I guess how I think about people, but like, you have my trust until you do something to lose it.
I love that. You know? I really do love that.
I always give people the benefit of the doubt.
I'm the same way.
And give people second chances. I feel like personally, I feel like I do kind of a good job of letting things just be in the past.
Yeah,
you know, and
I get
on
that.
From them.
Yeah, I give like more than second chances. Like, I keep that's probably one of my biggest like downfalls though, is I'm just like, oh, you hurt me? Want to be friends again? Like, but
yeah,
like,
well, yeah.
So
I mean, that makes sense. But the same thing is like, we're all just, I don't know, we're all just chilling. We're all just trying to make it in life. I feel like we don't have the time
to hate people
or the effort. Yeah,
just be cool.
To,
like even if people hurt you or they do the worst thing that you've ever been through, like, who cares? Like, move on.
And sometimes you need time though too.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I'm not saying you just
take your time. For sure. Like, take your time, process everything. But once it's all said and done, like,
but like, if you're taking like a year.
Yeah, and it starts to hurt you by not letting it go. Yes. Like, you start to like physically be drained because you won't let go of this past thing. Like, whether they're in your life or they're not, like, you should be grateful for when they were, because whether it was good or bad, at least they taught you something. Like, every person you meet at least teaches you one thing.
That hit hard.
Huh?
I said that hit hard.
Yeah.
I like that.
Sorry, I kind of like put us in our feels, right?
Yeah, that was good. That was really good.
I don't know. I've had a lot of time to think, not being at Snowflake High School. So
you meditate? Do you meditate?
Sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I had to. I was in a dark place. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, you guys can all like use that against me. I don't care. Like, I was in a dark place, and I was like, what am I doing? I'm wasting my time for no reason. Like, yeah. So I don't know. Once you find like your happy spot in your head, nothing else matters. It doesn't matter what people think. Because I used to struggle with that. Have you ever struggled with like what people thought of you?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I used to think people just like disliked me just because I was like kind of like being myself.
Yeah.
I felt like I was always just a little bit like different. I won't lie. Like, my first like 2 years of high school or something like that, I did feel like an outcast. And I personally feel like I did kind of put myself in that position. And there is a part of me that actually, like, I do kind of regret that.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I had to become a different person in order to, like, be happy.
Oh, like, okay.
I guess, I don't know. I guess the main thing for me was, like, I didn't want to be like everyone else. And I took that to an extreme and, like, cut myself off.
I totally get that.
From most people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that makes total sense. Like, I think that I did, like, the same thing, kind of. I was just really scared about what everyone thought. Mm-hmm. So I would, like, do this, do that, like, make sure that I was always liked by people. And then, like, I realized one day, I was like, you know what? Like, if I stand out, I stand out. Like, who cares? Like, if I don't, if I blend in, then I blend in. Like, who cares? Like, I'm going to do me. And I think that that's what a lot of people need to find. And it's really good if you can find it in high school, because once you get out in the real world, then you won't have those, like, setbacks, you know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
kind of
it.
like finding that happy medium. I know what you're saying, like being yourself, but yet not taking drastic measures and cutting yourself off from everything. For sure.
Like, definitely just do what makes you happy, because if you're not happy, then people around you are not going to be happy around you. Like, you need to kind of just, like, be you, and the right people will find you. And if the other people don't, then they don't. They missed out on a good person. Exactly.
Do what you love, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, like Marcus. This is freaking cool. Am I allowed to say freaking?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Okay. Are we going to cut that part out?
No, we're not. We're leaving that in there.
Okay, well.
There's always one awkward moment with a guest, like Jesus.
Okay.
But Jesus was cool, though.
No, I'm pretty sure that there's been a few awkward moments in this one.
Yeah, it's okay, though.
This might just be another one, but it happens. Anyways.
Right. That was good, though. We'll move on.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
Oh.
You have a question for me?
I do have a question for you.
Yes.
Okay. So, I know, like, what is it? Like, your label? Is that the right word? Your brand is, like, Unbasic, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Why Unbasic? Like, what made you come up with that?
For starters, I think the word unbasic is unbasic just in itself, you know? But
that was cool.
Well, the thing was for me is because I tried to come up with something that encouraged people to be different, stand out, but not to like an extreme.
Yeah.
I guess. And because so many people used the word basic. You know, like I thought about like making hoodies that said like basic and quirky on them. But then I started looking at the word though, and I was like, basic. Like, I was like, what's a word that's like means opposite of basic? And I was like looking at synonyms and stuff, and I was like, I don't like any of the words. So then I was like, un. Yeah, un means opposite of.
That's actually so cool.
Anyways, yeah, so I just came up with like Unbasic. It's like, I don't know, I think it's different. There's not really many people who have like come up with.
Yeah, and I think that goes along with your whole like finding yourself too. Is like finding your happy medium. Like that's really cool that you like decided that you were going to do something that like fit you too. Like you were like, I want to stand out, but I want to like still be me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I don't know. That's really cool.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of it too was like, I wanted to help other people with the podcast. One thing that I enjoy doing is helping talking with other people and helping other people through their issues. And because I feel like I can relate, I feel like everyone relates to everyone in some way or another. And I feel like I have a lot of things that are in common with a lot of people. And I wanted to be like almost like a bright spot, you know, because I feel like sometimes people can't truly find what they love to do, or they just can't find that one thing that happens every day that makes them happy. And
this makes you happy?
Yeah, and this makes me happy. And by doing this, I hope I can actually make other people happy.
And like you said, it's like a comedy. Like people can come and like kind of escape, you know? Like listen and laugh and here's some tea, you know?
Literally though, I just want it to be chill, and I want it to be an environment that everyone feels welcome in. It feels like, you know, even if I'm having like a rough day, like Marcus is dropping a podcast on Friday. Like, you know, that's something to look forward to. Yeah.
I think that's really cool. I'm definitely going to go buy some of those sweatpants, though. Those are cool as...
Frick.
Cool as... No, I was going to try to say something cool. Anyways, I don't know. That's really cool.
You tried.
No, yeah, okay.
Yeah. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, yes, please go buy the merch so we can make some money. Let's get Jason here as another host and just upgrade the whole set in general. I think we can take it far.
Go buy it. Do you not see how cool it is? Why wouldn't you want to go buy it? Like what?
That's what I'm saying. But It was fun. It was fun having you on, baby.
Thank you for having me. I had a good
Of course.
time.
Yeah, it was sick. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye.
Subscribe, follow, comment, like.
Do that.
Comment. Peace out.
Comment. You said that like 8 times.